really stayed not out till the end. But at the same time, there was a sense of him keeping off strike completely. Like you guys kept getting the other guys on strike and ensured that Adnan stayed off strike. Was that a plan?
Yeah, you could say so, because cricket is all about momentum. And if you don't get that momentum, we are in the having an advantage. So we had that, luckily. So we were able to capitalize in the end. That's a good thing we had. And winning is a habit. We want to keep that habit going on till the last.
Well, very well said. Winning is a habit. Thank you so much, Rizwan. Go well. So, winning is a habit, and who will win this next game is something that we need to understand and know and watch. A splendid game coming up your way is going to be ECB Blues versus Ajman Alubond in some time.
Presents Emirates D10 Tournament. We are in game number 2 of day number 7, and we're here for the toss. With me at the toss is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. I have the skipper of ECB Blues, Mr. Ahmad Raza, the skipper for Ajman Alubond, now mascot for the sanitization very quickly. And we'll move on to the toss. Tails is the call. And tails it is. So, Ahmad, what is it that you're going to do?
We're going to ball first.
Is that something that you plan to do?
Yeah, let's, while chasing it, get to know what the total you're chasing down. So I think you can plan your batting order according to it, or you can answer.
Any changes on the side?
We got a couple of changes. Aditya Shetty.
All right, good luck to you.
Yes.
नासिर भाई, अब हम उंगली पे काउंट कर सकते हैं ये कौन सा वाला टॉस हो गया आपका?
आई थिंक 9 हो गया।
9 वाला टॉस हो गया, लेकिन आप बैटिंग करना चाह रहे थे?
नहीं बॉलिंग करना ही चाह रहा था, लेकिन गेम है ऐसे, हम लोग बेस्ट करेंगे।
कल का मैच आपका काफी
ECB Blues captain Ahmad Raza winning the toss and acting to field first. Ajman Alubon, Zawar Farid and Amir Hamza has walked out to open the innings for them. And for ECB Blues, starting the proceedings is Aslan Javed.
Kamran, very important match, more for Ajman Alubond than for ECB Blues, because ECB Blues already in the top 4. Meanwhile, wide delivery, one more run, first run on the board through an extra, and Ajman Alubond opened their scoring card with a single from a wide.
Rather, it was ECB Blues who forcefully opened the scoring account of Ajman Alubond with a wide.
Well said, Kamran. They are the ones who opened their account, correctly said. And the next delivery tries to play a heave at it, misses it completely to the wicket keeper.
Because the two deliveries we have seen, Zawar Farid, he looks in no position. So there's a look at Ajman Alubond, who is batting first. Nasir Aziz captain, Safir Tariq, Amjad Gul Khan, Sandy Sandeep, Mohammad Azhar, Saqib Manshad, Amir Hamza, Ahmad Arshad, Ali Mirza, Abdul Shakur and Zawar Farid.
And ECB Blue captain Ahmed Raza is leading the team. Good delivery that it dipped in and Vritti Arvind, Matiullah and Arsalan Javed.
Arslan Javed has opened with a pretty quiet over. And this time, tip and run. Amir Hamza. So basically, the game or the batting that bowling, the matches we have seen today, and as we were expecting after looking at the pitch report earlier in the day, it was expected to play more, not in favor, but just give a bit more help to the bowlers. And this is what we have seen in the previous game.
Yes, Kamran, there has been some assistance for the bowlers, both for the spinners as well as for the fast bowlers. And this one, short of length, and he plays it, tries to play it over the infield, but is fielded there, and not the desired result which he wanted. However, another single. It's 4 for no loss. One more delivery left in this first over. A decent, good over by Arsalan Javed.
Yeah, again, he was in position, came out early, but couldn't really time it. And like we saw in the previous game, previous innings, Adnan Khan, he couldn't get the going right from the go. He had to spend a bit of time at the pitch before he could hit big. And again, a good delivery to finish the over. So it will be a single to finish the first over of Ajman and Lubon innings. They are 4 for none.
Match number 25 of Kafu Presents Emirates D10 Tournament, coming to you live from ICC Academy Cricket Grounds. Ajman Alubon put into bat by ECB Blue are 5 for no wicket in 1 over. At the crease, Zawar Farid and Amir Hamza. It's an interesting contest and very important match for Ajman Alubon, who need these 2 points desperately if they want to give themselves some kind of a chance, an outside chance of trying to qualify into the first 4. And As far as ECB Blue are concerned, they're sitting pretty secured. They have already secured their place in the top 4. So not much at stake, but definitely. And this one has been hit into the orbit. Beautiful shot, and it's a massive 6.
So Matiullah Khan opening the proceeding from the far end. And this time it was in the slot. Just flayed his hands and got the distance to score a 6.
Kamran, sometimes we say it's in the slot, and yes, it is. It was in the slot, but yet needs to be hit. And we find it very easy, but requires a lot of skill from the batsman to actually dispatch and get those 6 runs. Next delivery, he swings at it, and it's outside the off stump, collected by the wicketkeeper. Good comeback from the bowler. It's a dot ball.
Absolutely correct, Anurag. Cricket is always pretty easy from outside the rope.
As they say, it's very easy to be an armchair critic. Sit there and comment on everything, and we are guilty of doing it many a times ourselves. But believe you me, it's a different ball game when you're right on the green.
Not just the armchair critics, even whoever is not batting or bowling or fielding, everything looks pretty easy. And this time, a gorgeous looking pull shot. Couldn't really time it, but they still managed to send the ball across the boundary for a 4.
Lovely shot there on one leg, swiveled and showed the ball the direction. We call it the Natraj shot, in the way it is played. And a lovely shot, 4 runs there. So good start here for Ajman Alubond, and much needed for them. Because if they get into some kind of a momentum right in the beginning, it'll help their cause as far as this match is concerned.
That was Dafa News tournament 4 number 427. Amir Hamza getting a bit of momentum in this over from Matiullah. This time it's a bit of a top edge. We'll have to see if it reaches to the fielder. Fielder reached it, but I think he was more.
Would have been to take that, get the batsman out, but what he did was the second best thing, kept the ball within the boundary rope, did not concede a 6, and he can get grace marks for that, definitely.
Yeah. Matiullah again hurrying the batsman a bit. He's a nippy kind of a bowler.
It's been a mixed kind of an over from him. He's already given 11 runs, 1 6, 1 4, and a single. But again, he will get an opportunity to probably bowl another one, and he can show better skills there. 16 for no loss. This is over number 2, and one more delivery coming up now. And on strike is Zawar.
This time comes down the track, but failed to make the connection. That will be the end of the second over. Ajman Alubond, 16 for none.
Ajman Alubond put into bag by ECB Blues are 16 for no loss after 2 overs. Zawar Farid batting on 2. Amir Hamza. Back by ECB Blues are they are desperately seeking those 2 points, and this one is pulled beautifully. Lovely shot, but very well fielded, equally well fielded, and will just keep the batsman down to a single.
So the changes, most obvious ones. Sharif Asadullah is not playing, who has been playing all the games for Ajman Alubond and has been very expensive. He has been rested. And then Sapandeep Singh, who has been pretty frequently opening the innings. He is not in the side. And Umar Farooq, who has played a lot of games, he is not playing either.
So just in a lighter vein, Sharif Asadullah not playing means they are cutting down on their costs, because as you said, he's been very expensive. We live in a little tough economic times. So good thought there. And meanwhile, the next delivery, wanted to play a big shot, didn't get hold of it. And just a single 18 for no loss after 2.3 overs. It's Arsalan Javed who will be bowling to Amir Hamza.
On the other hand, ECB Blues, they have picked Aditya Shetty, who hasn't really had a game in this tournament yet. And for a change, it's Mohammad Bhuta who is keeping. And this time, he waited for the ball and has dispatched it into the ICC Academy for a 6.
What a brilliant shot by Amir Hamza. It's got stuck into it right from the time the ball was bowled, and beautifully it was going all the way as soon as it hit the bat over that boundary for a wonderful 6. "24 for no loss with that massive hit from Amir Hamza. And Arslan Javed must be thinking his over was going pretty well before this. Had given only 1 run, 1 leg by. And now, let's see, what does he have in store? This is a full toss. It's been dispatched again. And again, this ball has gone over the fence. Another 6 for Amir Hamza.
So Amir Hamza is starting to get the hang of it. But this time, the pitch has nothing to do with that. It was a full toss from Arslan Javed. And it has been sent out of the park. So Ajman Alubond getting a bit of momentum. That was Dafa News at tournament 6 number 331. Ajman Alubond moving along to 30 for none. And they are still have one more delivery to go in this over.
Yeah, fine batting there by Amir Hamza. He's got 26 of just 10 deliveries. Zawar is on the non-striker's end, batting at 2, giving him support. Good little partnership building up here, 10.59, and they have one more over after this, 1 ball and 1 more over after this for the power play to accelerate and gain more momentum and to put up a good initial score so that they can get into the innings deep and get a good total for their own side.
So this is 30 for none. Players taking an advantageous water break as that hit resulted in for a 6. That's the it's a ITW and Sports Fever 360 digital production for Emirates Cricket Board, which is going all over the globe.
Yes, fan code in the Indian subcontinent, Etisalat, eLife in UAE, Willow TV, USA and Canada, Sportseye Facebook page, rest of the world. You're watching us all across the globe.
Ball which is just 3 overs old, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, very right, Kamran. So easier choice for the umpires to make, instead of longer duration matches, then matching the condition of the ball to the one which is lost can be a little more tedious and a difficult proposition. But here, yes, almost balls look the same. And the fun fact here, in an ODI against Bangladesh in 2012, Chris Gayle became the only batsman to hit a 6 on the very first ball of a test match. Brought to you by Dafa News.
So that's how the last time these two teams have played, Ajman Alubond and ECB Blues. ECB Blues were bundled out for 95 and Ajman Alubond defeated them. So ECB Blues, they have lost only 2 games in this contest. So the one was against Ajman Alubond and the other was Sharjah Bukhatir 11.
Yes, absolutely. And Ajman Alubond should draw in the strength from that victory over this team to replicate it and get those 2 very valuable 2 points on the board to increase and enhance their chances of qualifying.
And Dubai Pulse secure losing the previous game for the Ajman Alubond. So the last ball of the third over coming up. Played and missed. No signal from the umpire. So that will be the end of the third over.
Proud hospital partner for Emirates D10 Tournament is Al Zahra Hospital.
So while the match will resume and we will have change in the comm box. And so you will be joined by Neil and Charvi.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Live action, and it's a dot ball to start the fourth over. Matiullah Khan, given away 11 runs in the first over, comes back with a nodder of a delivery to Zawar Farid. 30 for no loss in 3.1 overs. A decent start there for Ajman Alubond, though they would need a lot more than this, knowing that the boys of ECB Blues can chase down a mighty target, what they did yesterday, of 141 as well. Shortish delivery, tried to pull, couldn't get underneath, just a single.
Decent start for Team Ajman Alubond. Even though they lost the toss, were put into bat by the ECB Blues. Amir Hamza, he's on 26 of just 11 deliveries. Matiullah Khan, short delivery, pulled away, and yes, it's going to run away. This time gets it right, 4 runs.
That's very well played. Got in the position early and ensured that he played it in the gap. The Natraj shot, as it's known popularly, played very well by the 1983 World Cup winning captain of India, Kapil Dev. .35 without loss. Matiullah coming into bowl. Matt, and will raise towards the boundary for a 4.
Good looking shot there. On a roll here, Hamza. Back-to-back 4s for him. Short delivery yet again, pulled nicely in the gap. 39 now on board. Run rate at 10.6. But Ajman need to realize that you've got the mighty ECB Blue there, and you will require a good total to defend them. And Ajman, a must win for them to get those 6 points. Just to make it a little more difficult and to still fight. Short delivery, pulled away, and a mighty maximum, that one.
That was huge, as huge could be. What a good looking 6. He's on 40 of 14. Short delivery, swiveled on his back foot and send the ball packing. One more delivery to come of this over. Matiullah having a quick chat with the skipper Ahmed Raza, who probably would be telling him on what could be the remedy of this problem that he's got himself into. 15 runs so far in 5 deliveries. A very good over from Ajman's perspective. Look at this. Ajman is on 45, of which 40 runs have been scored by Amir Hamza. Wow. Zawar Farid, almost a spectator on the non-striker's end. Matiullah, last ball.
Short ball, pulled away yet again. This time, And the ball slipping away from the hands of the fielder there. And it's the skipper, Ahmed Raza. And Amir Hamza will finish at 41 at the end of the over. The photo was gone as 46 for none. And a decent start here from Team Ajman Alabon, but they're going to need a lot more runs there on the board. And we have a change in bowling from the academy. And we have a youngster there, Karthik Mayappan. Quick chat there with the skipper on what needs to be done. So ECB Blue winning the second toss in the row today. They won one yesterday. They won one today. Pulled off both in wins. And they would be wanting that top spot, which has been reserved and safely secured by Sharjah Bukhatir 11, which means this game here has to be a win.
Well, yes, Sharjah Bukhatir 11 has lost just one game in the 9 that they have played, while ECB Blues have lost 2. That is exactly what brings them to the second spot. So even if they win the next 2 games, ECB Blues, and if Sharjah doesn't lose the next game, Sharjah will be at the top. So for ECB to come on top, they'll have to pray that Sharjah loses the next one.
Through that, 46 for none, 4.1. Shortish delivery, that's gone high up in the air. And, well, we'll find the fielder in the deep, so just a single. Didn't get the distance. Not the elevation, slightly flatter.
Rohan Mustafa there, the fielder. He's positioned himself a little more straighter as compared to that square where he was standing before. Mayappan ready to bowl the third delivery. Has given away just 1 run in the first 2. Shortish delivery, couldn't make great contact, and a dot ball. Effective, any way you look at it.
Definitely effective. Karthik Mayappan bowled 3 deliveries, just the 1 run coming from it so far. Good potential he's shown, Karthik Mayappan. Good length delivery from the back of the bat this time. And just a single. A lot is happening here. And when we say cricket is a funny game, there you go, cricket is a funny game.
Oh, you bet. The ball took off from the back of the blade. Look at this. And there was a catching, oh no, there was no catching chance. Aditya Shetty there at third man. At point we have Rithya Arvind. Now making room, up in the air, fielder coming underneath. Will he be of use? He does. And a juggling catch. Relay there and taken. Splendid effort. Amir Hamza, the batsman, is still confused and looking at the umpire. Umpire yet to confirm.
Well, they will be confirming there was a bit of an imbalance. Now let's look at that. That was nicely hit. A lot of distance, a lot of elevation there. We have Chirag Suri getting under it. Imbalance, puts it out. Well, twists his ankle, was not able to get it. And Kashif Dawood, safe hands there. Perfect, brilliant teamwork. This is good stuff. The first wicket to fall for Team Ajman Alabon.
Well, yes, definitely great stuff there.
So great team effort there in the deep. 48 for 1.
Quick look again at the catch. A relay catch at the boundary line. These days the players train for this. Look at this. He twists his ankle on the way. And great reflex there by Daud to ensure the danger man was taken. Sandeep Singh comes in. First ball. Made it off the hips. Will get a single. And he opens his account there with that single. End of the over. 49 for 1. Successful one.
This is Kafu presents Emirates D10 Tournament, brought to you by, and we have a quick fun fact before we thank our sponsors. In all of ODI cricket history, 10 players have played for 2 different teams. And well, thank you, Dafa News, for bringing that fun fact. We were thanking our sponsors very quickly. Talabat, Shan, Trans Group, ITW, our broadcast team, for bringing you live, exciting action. So it's game on here at the ICC Academy Oval. We are coming to you live from Dubai, UAE. Good evening, viewers from across the world. We're happy, and we're happy to have you here.
Well, yes, a very good over there. Previous one by Karthik Mayappan. And Aditya Shetty, another youngster who's found himself in the playing 11 today, was doing the drinks drill through and through to all these matches of the tournament for ECB Blues, but today finds himself wearing the team jersey and first ball, single.
50 comes up for Ajman Alabond. Zawar Farid and Sandy. A lot will be dependent on them to put up a respectable total that they can defend here and make it a win. Not getting a lot of bat on that occasion, was wanting to actually put it out in the mid-wicket region. Just a single. Not bad bowling from Aditya Shetty, playing his debut game in this tournament.
It's a very good platform here for these youngsters to showcase their talent, their ability. Shetty. Lighted, ended up becoming a low full toss, and the ball will win the race, will race away to the boundary for runs.
Slightly slower through the air this time by Aditya Shetty, and was nicely put away. Mistimed slightly, was wanting to hit it straight down the ground. Nonetheless, welcome runs there, wouldn't mind that at all. The run rate has now gone up to 10 runs and over, but Ajman Alabond are going to lead a lot more than that. Aditya Shetty.
Up in the air and taken. Sandeep Singh, the shot stay at the crease ends, and the youngster Shetty is rewarded with a wicket.
Well, picked up well on that occasion. Shortish delivery wide outside the off stump, but didn't get it. Was a mistimed shot and a simple catch in the deep in the end. Wicket number 2.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ajman Alibond, after a great start, are stuttering right now. This is how that looks like. It looked like their frequency of scoring runs just like a Wi-Fi tower, and then suddenly plummeted. And that plummet happened in the Karthik Mayappan over. Just 3 runs of that over and a wicket. Shetty coming into bowl next. Bowled in! What a delivery there! Aditya Shetty, you beauty.
Well, wicket number 2 in debut for the youngster. What a brilliant way. What a brilliant way to come into the side today, getting an opportunity to play. And let's quickly look at that replay.
The way he bowled with so much heart, he sure had to be rewarded.
And let's have a look at that. Was the nice little delivery, the quicker one, and he's getting the turn as well, the leg spinner on that occasion. Wicket number 3.
On hat-trick right now. Will he take the hat-trick? Close in field setup. Skipper comes into slip. Fine leg has been brought in as well. Matiullah in the fine leg. Cover coming in close. Charge! Oh, what a delivery there. Dot ball. And that'll be the end of a very good Aditya Shetty over. 6 runs he gave, but got 2 wickets.
So what a great over that was, and 55 for 3 after 6. Karthik Mayappan, he continues. What a great over he's had. The first one, just 3 runs coming from it and a wicket. Good delivery, fuller length, pulled away, and just a single. Good stuff here from ECB Blue. Very good stuff.
Well, yes, a great comeback, and that has been courtesy these 2 youngsters, Karthik Mayappan and Aditya Shetty. Just 9 runs and 3 wickets in these 2 overs. That is massive in this format.
At this stage, when we are just getting into the 7th over, 56 for 3. And we have Abdul Shakur on strike. He's going to be facing, he's yet to get off the mark. Quicker delivery through the air this time.
Mohammad Bhuta, the wicket keeper. Ritya Arvind has been given a little break. He is standing at point today, not donning the wicket keeper's gloves. Bhuta has a very unusual stance when he's keeping. Looks like he's keeping for cover. Oh, tried to reverse sweep. No connection whatsoever. Good thought there, considering that Aditya Shetty is standing at 3rd man, which is inside the circle. If you were connected, a 4 was definitely on the cards.
Steps out and tries to clear, but finds the fielder Rohan Mustafar at the long off region. So they will settle just for the single. Dealing in singles will not going to help them. Will probably not even reach 100 at the space that they're going. Probably somewhere close to about 80 runs or so.
That surely would be early curtains for Ajman, but Fareed there steps down and plays this handsomely over the cover for a 4.
relief runs there for Zawar Farid. 61 now on board, steps out and just places it, clearing the inner circle on that occasion. Karthik Mayappan.
Zawar Farid on 10. And he's the opener, mind you. This time has been punched towards mid-wicket. Will get a single. And that'll be the end of the over. 62 gone in 7 overs. They've lost 3 wickets en route.
New over and a new set of commentators. It's Kamran and me, Anurag Malhotra, will take you through to the end of this innings. And match very well poised here. 62 for 3 is Ajman Alubond, and some great exposition of spin bowling. Kamran.
For sure, and batsman trying to steal a second run, but good work in the outfield. So we have seen good work. That's how the Ajman Alubond batting has gone. Amir Hamza went for 42 for 18. Zawar Farid is still there, 12 for 16. Sandy Sandeep and Amjad Gul Khan both went very early. And Aditya, the debutant, getting the wickets of both.
Ajman Alubond won't be very happy right now with the way things are proceeding for them. They have a run rate of just 8.8.
So the interesting strategy here, Rohan Mustafa is bowling with the keeper back to the mark for the medium pacer. Pretty interesting. And this looks to be the new ploy, Rohan Mustafa, because he likes to dart the ball in the Yorker length. So he is bowling the 8th over and probably will bowl the last over as well. Now the keeper is coming up to the stumps. It's Mohammad Bhuta today, the keeper.
.63 for 3 in 7.2 overs. And ECB Blues, the fielding team, very animated, because I think they have Ajman Alubond really very well contained and curtailed here. And next delivery, and a shot and a miss straight to the wicketkeeper. So see what happens is when the other two bowlers have bowled well, the other two spinners, they put pressure. Even Rohan Mustafa is coming onto his own and has a lot of pressure on the batsman there.
Rohan Mustafa doing exactly what he likes to do, darting the ball wide of off stump, not giving any space for the batsman to get under the ball. So Zawar Farid, he has been there. He came out to open the innings and he is still there. And this time it has been lofted by Abdul Shakur, and it will go straight to the hands of the fielder, Virtya Aravind, who is not with the keeping gloves tonight. And he completes the catch. So that's the 4th wicket gone for Ajman Alubond.
Ajman Alubond put into bat by ECB Blue are 65 for 4 after the completion of 8 overs. Zawar Farid batting on 13, and they've been losing wickets continuously, and to top it all, they have not been able to get off to a good start. Here we see that last wicket got the bottom of the bat there and straight to the fielder, who, as you rightly said, Ritya Arvind, not donning the gloves, but his safe hands.
Yeah, and this is what Rohan Mustafa does best, bowling wide outside the off stump, darting the ball outside the off stump. So anyways, 8 overs gone in Ajman Al Bond innings. They are 65 for 4, and Aditya is coming to bowl the penultimate over from the academy end. He bowled a brilliant over, gave away 6 runs and picked up 2 wickets earlier.
What a dream debut for him. I understand this is his first match, coming into bowl his second over. Lovely flighted delivery. The batsman comes down, steps out, but straight to the fielder. Singles are not going to hurt ECB Blue here.
Not at all, and it's Mohammad Ayaz who has come out to bat, who will take the strike now. Zawar Farid, again, like we saw in the earlier game, Adnan Khan was there till the end, but it was only the last few overs when he really got going. So we'll have to see if Zawar Farid can make the use of spending the time on the crease. This time comes down and makes it a full toss, but places it straight to the fielder.
Aditya Shetty really giving a good display of fine spin bowling. Was coming at him and no chance for the batsman to return to the crease. He's stumped by Mohammad Bhuta. Another wicket for Aditya Shetty.
So 5th wicket gone for Ajman Al Bond. They are 67, halfway gone in the 8th over, 9th over rather. So only 9 deliveries left in this innings.
Kamran not looking very promising for Ajman Al Bond. They are here to secure 2 points for themselves, but with the kind of performance seen so far, a run rate of only 7.73, that is definitely not enough for a team like ECB Blue, which is riding absolutely high and have got very strong batting lineup.
Aditya Shetty again, and one more wicket for Aditya Shetty. Wicket number 4 for the youngster. Captain Ahmed Raza taking the catch. So 6 wicket gone for Ajman Al Bond.
What a dream debut for this young lad. Look at that, very well bowled, and he picks up his 4th scalp to really make a great impression on this game for his team. .67 for the loss of 6 wickets. One more delivery left. This is the 9th over and Aditya Shetty is on a roll. He's picked up 4 wickets, just given 8 runs, and he has only one more delivery left in his spell.
Best use of the conditions by the youngster. Again, very well pitched up. And he will finish his spell on a dot. 9 overs gone, 67 for 6. So Rohan Mustafa coming in to bowl the last over of the innings, and this time bowled a full toss, and it has been middled. Lucky for him that it went between the fielders over the boundary for a 4.
Yes, a much needed boundary for Ajman Alubond. This ball making it a full toss on his legs and showed it its way towards the mid-wicket boundary. 4 runs. With that, 71 for 6, 9.1 overs bowled, and they need many more of those hits in this last over. They have just 5 deliveries left. Next delivery goes for a big one, but he is not able to really connect very well, and just a single.
In fact, he has been bowled, and that's how it happened. Rohan Mustafa, he bowled in the block hole. So the 7th wicket gone for Ajman Alubond. They are 71 for 7, 4 deliveries more left in.
.71 for 7 then after 9.2. They have been consistently jolted is Ajman Alubond because the bowling performance from ECB Blues has been simply superb. And just 3 more deliveries left, and all Ajman Alubond have to show for in 9.3 overs is 72 runs, which is too meager for a team like ECB Blues. And next delivery, again, runs coming in just singles, and we have not seen any big hitting, massive hitting, which is the main stay for a game, a 10 over format game where you need to go. And this one, he tries big swing, doesn't connect, and superb bowling there by Rohan Mustafa. He has picked up 2 wickets and he's just conceded 8 runs, and coming up is the last ball of this innings. And this one, again, one hand from the bat comes off. Again, it's just going to be a couple of runs. Let's see. And that's a run out. So only 1 will be counted. We are looking at 74 for the loss of 7 wickets in the allotted 10 overs.
So Anurag, this is the lowest team total in Kafu Presents Emirates D10 till now. Lowest first innings.
Well, what a dismal performance from Ajman Alubond, and must say all credit to ECB Blues. Let's have a quick look at the Ajman Alubond batting card. Nothing much to show really. Amir Hamza, top of the game, 42 of 18. Zawar Farid, 14 of 20. Sandy Sandeep, 6 of 4. Amjad Gul Khan, none. Abdul Shakur, 1 of 7. Muhammad Azhar, 5 of 3. Safir Tariq couldn't score. Hamad Arshad 1, Ali Mirza 2, so a very dismal looking scorecard there, totaling 74 for 8 in the allotted 10 overs.
ECB Blues are bowling, just look at that card. Arslan Javed 2 for 18, Matiullah went a bit expensive. Karthik Mayapan 2 overs 1 for 10. Aditya Shetty 4 for 8, what a star. Rohan Mustafa 2 overs 2 for 9.
Superb bowling card there from ECB Blue, and we have a look at the over by over chart, and if you look at it, there was a bit of a spike in the overs 3 and 4, but after that those small flat buildings.
Definitely 74 is not enough on the board, so it is the lowest first innings total in a Kafu Presents Emirates D10 till now, and the lowest first innings total that has been successfully. Anurag, we will have to wait and see, because the way surface is playing, if ECB Blue tries to go too hard at it, so there are all the chances that they may lose their track, or they may feel a bit of a jitter in their run chase again. So we will have to see, and as they say, that never judge a match until both teams play their hand. So for now, that's all from the com box. We will take a short break and we will be back. We will have you the run chase of ECB Blues live.
Suri, good looking shot straight away, 4 runs. What a good looking shot that was, just straight down the ground. What a way to get off the mark, Chirag Suri. Joining me in the com box is Neil.
Thank you so much, Charvi. Chirag Suri. What a great looking shot there to open the account for himself and for the team. Meanwhile, Saqib coming into bowl, defending a meager total. And a splendid delivery as a comeback. Dot ball there. So 4 runs on board. Chirag Suri earlier today was in a splendid duel where himself with Daud took a splendid catch at the boundary, a relay catch. Now coming to open. This time again got on top of the ball and 4 runs.
Was wide outside the off stump, that delivery by Saqib. And Chirag Suri, good looking cut that. Nothing wrong about that shot. There you go. Nicely timed and put it away in great fashion in the gap there between backward point and cover. Saqib Manshad. So 4.4. 67 runs now required.
Coming into bowl next up. Foolish delivery, driving and taken simply in covers. That's the end of Chirag Suri.
First wicket to fall for ECB Blue. 8 for 1. And let's look at that replay. Steps out and, well, slightly mistimed on that occasion. A simple catch at cover. And the disappointment for Chirag Suri. The 4 deliveries have been bowled, 8 for 1. The first wicket to fall of Chirag Suri. 67 runs still required to win.
Mohammad Bhutto. Giving opportunity to others to come up.
The asking rate is hovering around 7.3. And we have Amir Hamza from the other end. And it'll be Mohammad Bhuta. Good looking single, that fast legs. Prithya Arvind.
Amir Hamza doing well for himself when he came to bat. But have to do a lot more better. Right now, required run rate just at 7.4. 7.36 to be precise. Meager is the word. And for players of the stature of Prithya Arvind, I'm not talking about his physical height, but his ability to play the ball beautifully out of the park. An attempt there between the two fielders, both of them chasing. And he'll definitely stop, but not before creating some massive disruptions in the outfield, though.
Well, that just tells us there's a little bit of dew that has settled on the surface of the ground.
To bowl their heart out to ensure that they get a good defense mechanism up there.
So 13 for 1 after 1.3. .62 runs required. Shorter delivery this time and a bouncer, good looking bouncer there. Good variation from Amir Hamza. And the signal from the umpire for 1 for the over. Mohammad Bhuta. He is on 2 of 4. Prithya Arvind is on 2 of 2. Good control from Amir Hamza, not giving away way too many runs. And well, that will be the wide call from the umpire. Just as we were saying, the over was going well controlled. I think I cursed that a little bit.
Well, there is a reason why they say the commentators curse. And just saw it there. Amir Hamza changing the field. The third man's gone deep. And beg your pardon, that's the long on that's gone deep. And the third man comes in. Because it's Mohammad Bhuta on strike. Amir Hamza, low full toss. Movement off the deck. And a wide that goes for 4. So 5 runs in extras, adding to the misery of Ajman Alubond. Didn't bat well now. Even the bowling is not supporting them.
The body language does not look good from here, Neil. Team Ajman Alubond. And they have struggled through this tournament. And well, towards the end of their couple of games, they are struggling too. 19 for 1. They've got some good players, good talent in the side. Just unfortunate not able to showcase it. Have Amir Hamza yet again. Nice looking delivery. That's gone high up in the air. Nicely sliced. And a couple of bounces. Will not reach the fence. Didn't get the distance. The ball also slowing down because of the dew, but they will get a couple of runs.
In fact, they've run 3. And surprisingly, it was Bhuta who was running all those 3 runs. Not known for his running between the wickets. He prefers going the big way. That's what the attempt was. But, well, if there is an opportunity to take one more single, why not? Add that to your total, Bhuta. You got 5 of 5. Prithya on strike.
Run rate now at 12. Asking is about close to about 6.5 and over. And, well, a good check from Amir Hamza. Good check that. The 22 for 1, 1.5 overs. And expensive over. This has been gone away for 12 runs, Amir Hamza. Been a struggle for the bowlers of Team Ajman, Neil, with the extras especially.
Well, yes, and especially when you don't have too many runs on board. Beautiful looking shot there. Will go over the fence for a six, and everyone appreciating in the commentary box over here. That deserved a mighty applause. Arvind, you've done really well.
Well, gets a leading edge and, well, no opportunity for the fielder at third man maximum.
Where are those days gone when the batsman would have a leading edge going straight into the hands of a third man fielder? And when I say third man, I'm not saying the deep third man, the short third man. These days, leading edges go beyond the boundary line. Surprising. The face of the bat and the sides, the edges, probably have the same dimensions.
Well, Dafa News brings up the 334th maximum. And I think Neil has also got a lot to do by the quality of the velo that has been used these days. Shorter delivery, light flat bounce. Good leave by Mohammad Bhuta.
Well directed bouncer there, that definitely Charvi. When you bang and shot on this Gaba wicket, it gives you that tennis ball kind of a bounce. And for everyone who's watching us live, we're playing at the ICC Ovals. Short delivery again, a top edge, but no harm done, dot ball. So these wickets here at the ICC Oval have the soil from Gaba. And that's exactly why we see this tennis ball kind of a bounce if the ball is pitched right in the center, just like one would see in Gaba.
Some perfect conditions at the ICC Academy Oval, fantastic facilities. That's hit right above the head of the umpire, and a bit of a chase there. But well, the chase is won by the ball finally, and a good welcome boundary for Mohammad Bhuta, straight down the ground.
Well, yes, beautifully played and a great chase there. Look at this straight bat. And there was a chase. He put in a dive and took the ball in with himself. 10 runs so far in 4 deliveries, 2 more to come.
And we were talking about the facilities at the ICC Academy. Variety of pitches. And that may be a simple catch to Azhar. Yes, it is Mohammad Bhuta. After hitting that boundary, gives away to a simple catch at the mid-off region. Wicket number 2.
Didn't really come underneath. The ball probably rushed onto him a little too quick. And a simple catch for Azhar, which he takes.
So 38 for 2 after 2.5. 37 runs, just 37 runs required. Kashif Dawood joins Vritya Arvind out there in the middle. Oh, good delivery. Very good delivery, getting a slight movement there. And let's look at the batting card. Chirag Suri going early, 8 of 4. Vritya Arvind, 8 of 3. Mohammad Bhuta, 15 for 10. The last wicket to fall. Vritya Arvind and Kashif Dawood holding a strong ground there at 12.6 runs and over.
What they've done is ECB Blues, they've toyed around with their entire batting lineup to see what they can do with this. 3 overs, 38 for 2.
So we have Muhammad for Ajman Alabon that will start the proceedings. Well, that goes high up in the air. Will it go the distance? Probably it will. A bit of a chase there. Well, Amjad Gul Khan, I think he does well, saving a couple of runs for his side. Nritya Arvind was going after him right away.
Well, yeah, if you bowl that line to Nritya, he will definitely play it towards that area. Blue one, opening the face of the bat handsomely, 4 runs.
Making it look so simple, Nritya Arvind, clearing the inner circle with great ease on that occasion. 44 for 2. "31 runs are required now. And, well, the run rate nice and strong at 13.2 and over. Short delivery pulled away, falling just short of the fielder there at fine leg. Not happy, Nritya.
Well, Manshad was in 2 minds to either go for the catch or to wait and stop it from going for the boundary. So he approached this ball in a defensive way, waited for the ball to take the bounce and stopped it right there. But no stopping for Nritya. Over covers, the ball is flying, sailing into the fence, and that'll be a 4.
What a sensational shot that from the willow of Nritya Arvind. Confident. Look at that. Straight bat, long hands, and a good finish. Well, didn't go the distance, just a couple of bounces over the fence. Similar fashion, just a inch away from the bowler. Just crossover for the single. Wouldn't mind that at all, Nritya Arvind.
A good over so far from ECB's perspective. 11 runs so far, including 2 boundaries. 49 for 2, 3.5 overs. Last delivery. Tagged it softly towards square leg. A single to end the over. That's 50 in 4 overs for 2 ECB. Change in voices in the commentary box. It's going to be Anurag and Kamran.
Thank you, Charvi. Thank you, Neil. And back with live action here. It's 50 for 2 after the completion of the power play, 4 overs of power play. And ECB Blue very much on their way to a facile victory, an easy victory here. In the commentary with me is Kamran. 51 for 2 now, and ECB Blue taking this game in their stride very well, and the asking rate is just 4.2. They're already scoring at 11.8, and maybe, Kamran, we can look at an early finish for this game.
For sure, if Nritya continues like this, it will definitely be an early finish for this game. 20 more needed, with lots of deliveries to come.
Look at that shot, width, and Nritya does not miss out on those. Nritya has a lot of time to play these shots, and that's the hallmark of a class player. Next delivery, well, he wants to avoid Nritya. He avoids the wicketkeeper as well, and that definitely is a wide. 55 for 2 now.
A bit of a misunderstanding, yes and no, between the batsmen. Virtia was reluctant to run, but in the end apologizes to Kashif Dawood as it was his call. All well, that ends well. Muhammad. This time Kashif Dawood pulls it. We'll have to wait and see if it has gone. Yes, the umpire confirms it. It has gone way back for another 6.
What a brilliant shot by Kashif Dawood. You know, he pulled that ball from outside the off stump, struck it so well that the only place it was going to land, it was going to be over the boundary. 6 runs. Superb shot. 63 for 2 after 4.4 overs, and they are in a hurry to finish this match. Next delivery, he has a massive swing at that, but this time along the ground to the fielder there, just a single.
So that was the Dafa News Tournament 6 number 335. It's raining 6s here.
Next delivery has been played to the fielder there on the onside for a single, and at the end of the 5th over, it's 65 for 2. ECB blue then 65 for 2. 10 more required to win this game. And this next ball has been played beautifully all the way. 4 runs.
So this game is getting wrapped up pretty quickly. And when this boy, Virtia Arvind, is at the crease, you can expect fireworks.
Lovely shot, lovely footwork, clean hitting. Next delivery, and he hits that hard again and again. This is running to the boundary, dissects the fielders there, and we'll wait for the umpire signal for more.
Virtia Arvind finishing the game very early in the evening, giving a lots of time for everyone to get ready for the next game.
Yes, Kamran, and third delivery of the 6th over coming up. Only 2 required, and this one, Virtia has hit it again. High, beautiful shot. Wait for the signal. 4 runs. And with that, ECB Blue have won this match very, very comfortably, beating Ajman Alu Bond, and another 2 points to their credit for ECB Blue.
And what a way to finish the run chase. Run chase, like we said, that this was the smallest target that in 5.3 overs.